shit, man. So this video is for those of you who want to use the volume hotkeys on your keyboard to adjust the volume of only one application, like Spotify, Discord, a browser like Google Chrome for YouTube, which is what I use, or whatever else you need. Wait, what? Oh my goodness, look at that guy. Anyways, first you need to download two software programs, Voicemeeter Banana or Potato. I think the only difference between those is you get more inputs and outputs with Potato, and a single virtual audio cable. I'm sure there's several different programs you can use for this, but this video is geared towards those programs, so I'll leave the links down below. Plenty of videos on how to set up Voicemeeter, so I won't cover that. Set up the virtual audio cable, we'll get on here. Sound settings. And scroll down to app volume. We'll scroll down to what we want to use. It'll be default, so you'll just have to change it to this cable input. That's all you need to do on the screen. Close that out. Now that we have that set up, we can bring it into Voicemeeter. So this step is super important. This is probably the most important step. When I originally did this, I had my microphone set to the first input. That made it not work. I'll explain that when we get to it, but just for now, make sure you have your input 1 as full output. Alright, so make sure you're sending the audio to the right output. For me, I just default to A1 since I'm only using one output, which is my headset. I don't have a stream or anything that I'm sending it to. So A1 default goes to speakers. WDM is the best again. Next, make sure your desktop or system audio is set to the same output. That would be this. Again, I don't use A2 or A3, so I just have it sent to A1, the headset. And then, if you haven't done this yet, this is where you go and set wherever you want the audio to go. Finally, to fulfill your satisfaction, go up to here to menu, and enable hook volume keys for level input number 1. This is where it matters to have this on the input 1, because if you have this set to output A1, then you're going to adjust this instead of this. This is all of the audio going to your headset. So obviously that's not going to control one application, that's going to control your entire computer. This controls the one application that you selected down in here, or up here. So, one last thing, this is kind of annoying, but I figured it out pretty quick, no big deal. If you restart your computer, you'll have to reset up the virtual audio cable again every single time, which is this bad boy over here. You'll just have to do this. Put it back on the cable input. But if you don't want to have to deal with that, quickly go to sounds down here. Go to playback, scroll down, and you have to make sure your cable input is set to default communications device. It doesn't show because it's already set to that, but and this should be your default device. This only works as the default communication device. It can't be the default device. I don't know why, but it works. Now, last thing, if you want to switch the application that you're controlling, go back to sound settings. Back down here, and then you just set this to default and choose whatever app you want. So I have a couple quick tips. You right click these, you can change the names. Double click pretty much anything, you can reset it to where it was. Just default. If you pull these down, you create a threshold. So that'll be it. I don't know what type of content this channel will be geared towards, but hey, if you enjoyed this video in any way, help me start out by doing the usual.